Hello scrappers and planet lovers, Tin Man here with another video. So in a lot of my videos, I talk about the importance of separating your appliance cords from your low-grade wire in order to maximize your profit. However, as you can see behind me, there are a number of different categories of copper wire you're going to find while scrapping. So what I want to do today is I want to go through the different kinds of wires you're going to find, how to separate them properly in order to maximize your profit. If I was to bring all of this wire in together in one bag, the scrapyards are going to give me the lowest price possible. They don't have time to separate it at the scrapyard for you. I am going to use simple terms as well as the terms they're going to use at the scrapyard. And the nice thing is if I am off on a couple of these and I have them separated, the scrapyards are just going to put them together anyway. Okay, so it's going to be a lot better to do that because they are not going to take the time to separate it there at the scrapyard if it's all in one bag. Okay, so the first one I'm going to start with is over here. This is your common appliance wire, okay? These come from any appliance electronic you use. These are the cords that you plug into the wall. Okay, so I got one from a toaster, I got one from a stereo, I got one from a microwave. This is a power bar. I do have to cut the power bar off just to get the cord. In Canada, this goes for about $1 a pound. It's classified as insulated copper wire. Okay, so you want to keep these separate. They add up quickly, especially if you find a lot of stuff on garbage day. Okay, the second category is your low-grade wire. Okay, it comes in all different colors. Okay, it comes inside of a lot of electronics. Also comes inside panels of dishwashers, dryers, washing machines. Okay, the reason we call this low-grade wire is because it is very bendy. There is not a lot of copper inside. It's a lot of plastic on the outside. Okay, so it's low-grade. In Canada, it's about 20 cents a pound. And again, it comes in all shapes. This is another cord that came off of an inside of a control panel circuit board. Okay, so this goes together. This was a plug for a phone. Okay, very, very thin wire. I'm going to cut this off and put this separate, but the wire, again, this is low-grade wire. The third category I'm going to look at is this is called your Cat5 and Cat6. It comes in blues, grays. It's the stuff that your phone jacks are hooked up to, internet cables. And if you look inside, there is a couple different spools of copper. Okay, and it's very bendy as well. There's not a huge amount of copper in here, but you are going to make a little bit more off of this than you would on your low-grade wire. I don't know the price offhand, but again, this is your Cat5, Cat6. Another category is extension cords. I like to separate these, put them into their own category. The nice thing about an extension cord is they're heavy, there's a lot of weight. And there is a lot of copper inside. There's a couple different strands in here. These are about $1.20 in Canada a pound. Okay, and the nice thing about them is they're a quick buck. Okay, and very easy to find. A lot of people throw them out. So extension cords. The fifth category I want to look at is these are also appliance cords as well. This one came off of a dryer. This one came off of an oven. I want to make sure I separate it from the household appliance wire. If I put them together, I'm still going to make $1 a pound, but because these have a lot thicker strands of copper inside, this is actually about $1.25 a pound, okay? So it's higher value. So in order to maximize my profit, I want to make sure these are, separated from the other stuff. They are very heavy. This one actually has a really nice, thick brass prongs on the end, so I'm actually going to chop those off and put them in my brass bucket. I did actually, for the sake of this video, start stripping it to show you what's inside. Okay, you got a nice strand of copper there. These are also copper inside the coating. I am going to have a video, an upcoming video, that actually talks about when to strip the copper, when to leave the coating on in order to maximize your profit. So check that out when that comes out. Okay, but if you don't have the time and if you don't have a stripper, again, make sure you keep these separate from your other wire. The next category is called your ROMEX. This is your electrical wire, okay? It comes in red, it comes in yellow, comes in white, it comes in blue. This is the electrical wire that runs all through your house, connects up to your electrical panel. I've actually opened up one of them, and as you can see, when I peel the side off, there is a nice bare bright wire, and there's two coated ones inside. This is its own category. This is about $1.25, $1.30 a pound as well, because if I try to bend it, there is a lot more copper inside, okay? And a lot of times, electricians and anyone, if they don't have the time to strip it, or if they don't have a stripper, they will open it up to get the nice clean piece of bare bright. The bare bright is your money maker. It's the highest value of copper. Right now, I think because of COVID, it's gone down. It's about $2.60 a pound, okay? So there is some bare bright in there. And it comes in different sizes. These are a little thicker, okay? But these all connect up to your control panel, okay? So, as I said, ROMEX, or electrical wire. Next one I'm going to talk about is, this is BX wire. There is, in your house, it has a metallic coating. Inside there are a couple copper wires. There are two types of this. I'm going to take a quick magnet, put it up against it. This is not magnetic, so this outer casing is aluminum. If you put a magnet up to it and it sticks, there is steel coated ones as well. Okay, so for this one, I take the time to strip it out because I'm going to make a lot more money from the copper wire I get out of it than I would as BX wire together. Okay, but the nice thing is now I can take this aluminum and put it into my aluminum pile. Okay, so you want to make sure this is separated from at the scrapyard. And again, the BX, you want to also separate your aluminum cased ones with your steel cased ones. Next thing I want to talk about are Christmas lights. You got to check with your scrapyard. Some scrapyards take Christmas lights as is and pay you per pound. It's not much, but it's better than going in the landfill. Some places don't take them at all because of all the bulbs on top. What I've noticed at some scrapyards is if I took, for example, here's a piece of it and just cut the light bulbs off, I now have low-grade wire. Okay, so if your scrapyard doesn't take Christmas lights, it doesn't take a lot of time, but like I said, I just turned nothing into 20 cents a pound. I keep the cable, put it into my low grade, and I throw out the light bulbs. Okay, so that's one option, but Christmas lights is its own category. The next one I want to talk about is aluminum wire. Aluminum is also electrically, it used in electrical work. It is also conducts electricity very well, like copper. And there are different sizes, so I'm actually going to come up to the camera with this. Here's a big thick one that the Hydro One guys use to go to your house. So as you can see inside, nice metallic look, that is aluminum. There is a smaller aluminum wire that I've actually stripped on one. As you can see, it's a nice clean aluminum. It's a couple coils or a couple wires wrapped together. Okay, and it comes in different colors, but easy way to check. Inside, it's metallic. You want to make sure you separate that from copper because it's not copper. So aluminum wire has its own category as well. The next one I want to talk about is your coaxial cable. This is found all over the place on job sites. People throw it out because it's not worth much. This one, very easy to identify. I've already opened it up. You can see right here on the end, there is a copper wire inside. It's surrounded by sometimes metal or sometimes a metallic, shiny number 2 copper. This is used to go to your satellite all the way down. There are spools of this you can find in the dumpster. It's not very heavy, but if you don't have a stripper and if you don't have the time to strip it down, you can bring this to the scrapyard as is. There is a coaxial cable category. I think it's about 5 cents a pound. Okay, so it's not much, but the nice thing is you find a whole bunch of it in the garbage because no one wants to take it. I do actually have a stripper at home, so I actually do open it up and take out the copper from inside. So again, I will be doing that in another video, so stay tuned. But coaxial cable is, as I said, very easy to identify with the coating and the one piece of copper inside. This one, I actually found this 2 days ago on garbage day. I thought I hit a moneymaker because I thought it was just a big spool of copper. But after further inspection, I put a magnet to it, it sticks. So this one is kind of like coaxial cable. Inside, there are a number of spools of copper, but it is surrounded by a steel mesh. I'm going to do a couple experiments on this. I've never run into this before, but I'm going to actually do an experiment to see if it's worth stripping to get the copper wire out of there, or to leave this as is and get the weight price, because this is very heavy. It's about 4 or 5 pounds right here. So I want to see how easy it is to strip it. Stay tuned to that one. Okay, so this could probably go into your coaxial cable, or if in doubt, keep it separated. Okay, so hope that was informative. Again, a lot of different categories, but just remember, nice thing about having it sorted, if you're at the scrapyard and there are a couple things that can go together, the scrapyards will do that. Okay, if you put it all in one bag, they're not going to do that. All right, so again, summarize: extension cords, keep them together. Thicker appliance wire, keep it together. All of your we got your ROMEX. Again, all the electrical thick wire, keep it together. Low grade wire, keep it together. All your appliances, wires that you cut, keep these together. And as I said, your Cat5, Cat6, your internet cables, stuff like that, you keep these together, okay? And again, aluminum, last one, shiny, metallic color, keep it separate from your copper. Again, hopefully that was informative. Please comment down below, like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video. Tin Man out.